All right. Welcome, everybody. Hello. My name is Megan Tull, entrepreneur success strategist, passion expert, and best-selling author of The Passion Belief Method, Own Your Value and Earn Your Worth in Business. I'm so excited to be here with you for the Earn Your Worth Entrepreneur Expert Series. And I have a very pressing question to ask you. So I want to know if you have ever struggled to get results in your business. Answer yes in the comments if you have. And also, have you ever gotten so close to a goal, but for some reason you just couldn't reach it? Or do you wonder why you procrastinate? You have this big to-do list and you have your goals sorted and you know what you want to do, but you're procrastinating and you're not getting it done. Can you relate to any of these? Chances are you can. And this is most likely the result of limiting beliefs. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about limiting beliefs, how you can identify them, and how you can eliminate them from your life once and for all. Now, your belief system really dictates everything that you do. And we're going to talk about that and how it really can have such a negative impact or a positive impact depending on your belief system and how you're operating. So I want to share a little bit about my story and how this was so prevalent in my life and how kind of my journey and how I discovered how limiting beliefs were impacting my life. So I've always been pretty goal-oriented and very determined, pretty confident person. I was kind of born that way. But what I had noticed in my business, and this started like 15 years ago, I was getting after it and really working my plan. And what I had found is everything felt like such a struggle. Like, okay, yes, I can do it. I'm going to push through, set my goals, work towards those goals and get to those goals. But why does it feel so hard? It felt like I was pushing a rock up a hill. I swear it was just, everything felt so difficult. And I'm tough and I'm determined and I can do it. But after a while, it's freaking exhausting. And what I had realized is I was following all the gurus, seeing, okay, who's successful at what I want to accomplish. I'm going to follow them and do what they're doing. So I was focused on what I felt like I needed to be doing versus what I wanted to do. So my belief was I have to do it this way to get the results because this is how everybody else is doing it, right? So I convinced myself that that was my truth. And that's why I struggled because I believe that to be true. And since then, I've done a lot of work and realized that, I get to decide how I want to run my business. And I get to choose what I want for my business and really making sure that everything is in alignment with my true self, with my passion, my purpose, my natural way of doing things that are fun for me versus things that are forced and unnatural. And when you're able to kind of shift that, and that's what happened to me when I was able to kind of shift, and guess what? I don't believe anymore that I have to do what I feel I need to do. I believe that I can focus on what I want, and then I can tap into that flow and abundance. So that's when everything kind of shifted for me. And now, over the last 5 years, I've had the opportunity to really run my business in a way that is authentic and genuine to me and that is fulfilling and fun. So what I love to do, what I'm super passionate about is helping, especially women entrepreneurs. I work with men too, but helping women entrepreneurs that are struggling to get their desired results in their business to redesign their business to reflect their true self. their unique value, their brilliance, so they can authentically attract their ideal clients and start making way more money in their business and having way more fun. So that's what I get to do now since I figured this out, right? So I'm going to share with you today a kind of a process to help you kind of first identify what limiting beliefs might be keeping you stuck, might be keeping you playing small, or preventing you from reaching your ideal level of success. So that's where we're going to start. And then we're going to take a look at, like, how is that really impacting you? And then go through a process to help you kind of release and eliminate those negative beliefs so you can create room for new, healthy, and empowering beliefs. How does that sound? All right. So there are 7 common negative beliefs. Now, these by any stretch they're not the only limiting beliefs, but they're the most common. So I'm going to go through those with you step by step so you can listen closely and see which ones that you feel you resonate with the most. Now, feel free to write these down. So the first most common negative belief is, I can't do it. So the belief that, I can't do it. Maybe other people are doing it, but I can't do it. For whatever reason, you're feeling you can't do something that you aspire to do or would like to do. So that's number 1. I can't do it. The second negative belief is, I'm not good enough. Now, this is a biggie. And often this one is adopted at an early age. Maybe you were told as a young child or even young adult that you weren't good enough, from a family member, from somebody you dated. So that's the second one. The third one is, I'm not worth it. Maybe you come from a family who never was successful, so you feel like you're not worthy of being successful. The fourth one is, I'm alone. Now, being an entrepreneur absolutely can feel very isolating. And a lot of times people don't understand where you're coming from. So often you just feel like you're on your own, doing this on your own. So that's another belief, feeling that you're alone. The fifth one is, what if? What if I go to that networking event and get out there and talk to people and I make a fool out of myself? Or what if I go on stage and, speak to this group of people and I make a fool out of myself? So what if actually works both ways, because what if you get on that stage and connect with the right people and rock it and change lives, right? So what if can really work both ways. So I'm going to challenge you. What if you are always telling yourself, what if I fail? What if I do this and screw up? What if, I propose my offer to someone and they reject me, right? So think about what the opposite of that would be for you, right? That's an easy way to shift that one. The sixth one is, I have no direction in my life. This is a big one with entrepreneurs because there's so much information out there and so many things to do. And often we just get stuck like, I don't know what the next best step to take in my business is. So I have no direction. So maybe it's just simply you don't know what the next best step is to take. But it also could be that you just have no clue where to go in your life as well, right? So then the seventh one is, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of failure. This is very closely related to fear, right? Fear is the one big thing that keeps us stuck, right? That fear. So those are the 7 negative beliefs. I'm going to go through them again. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm not worth it. I'm alone. What if? Or I have no direction in my life, or I'm afraid. Now think about which one or two stand out the strongest for you. And I want you to comment and share that with the group. Okay. So chances are you were struggling with at least one of these and do on a regular basis. All right, so the first step is to identify that. So I want you to think about your current situation in your business, because you're going to have a belief around that. So it all starts with a belief, and with a belief comes a thought. With a thought comes a feeling, and then that feeling leads us to taking an action, or sometimes not taking an action, being stuck, right? And then with actions, we can get results. So it starts with beliefs, thoughts, feelings, action, results. So that's kind of how beliefs will impact ultimately the results in your business. So that's why it's so important to get this squared away. So I want you again to think about your current situation in your business and what is coming up, what beliefs or thoughts, especially feelings, are coming up for you right now. Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling stressed out or fearful? What is it for you? And the one thing, you could think about the one thing keeping you from moving forward in your business, or one thing keeping you from getting the results you desire in your business. All right. So you want to focus on those feelings. So what is actually happening in the mind is the mind is contracting. And when the mind contracts, no longer are we able to tap into our creative mind. No longer are we able to really be able to problem solve. No longer are we able to know what is the next best step to take in our business. So also, the big factor here is you are going to be really unattractive to anything that you want to attract in your life. So in essence, you are paralyzed, you're stuck, you're unproductive, and you're like a repellent to anything you want to create or attract in your business. So that's contraction, right? So what we want to do is move into expansion. And we'll talk about expansion in a moment. So, all right, so we're going to go through my process called the allowing process, because I want to walk you through how you can actually shift from a negative state of being into a positive state of being. Move from contraction to expansion. So, again, I want you to focus on, sit very comfortably in your chair, put your hands on your lap, shoulders down and back, and I want you to take some deep breaths and concentrate on the feelings that you're feeling when you're thinking about why you're not able to get the results you desire in your business right now. Okay, so think about it. How are you feeling? Again, are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling overwhelmed, fearful? Think about the common negative beliefs we were talking about. What ones are coming up for you? So focus on that. And I want you to think about those feelings and start breathing into those feelings. And as you're breathing into those feelings, I want you to accept the fact that you're feeling that way. Okay, so we're acknowledging and recognizing it first, but then you're accepting those feelings and welcoming those feelings into your being. So keep taking those deep cleansing breaths, focusing on those negative feelings, okay? And I want you to keep doing this. Take those cleansing breaths, focus on those feelings until all of a sudden they become a little bit lighter, okay? And you continue to do this. Now, sometimes it works pretty quickly. Sometimes you're going to have to do this for several minutes. Now, for time's sake, I'm going to kind of walk you through it a little bit quicker, but keep in mind you're breathing into these feelings, welcoming them into your being, accepting them into your being, okay? So then you want to ask yourself, can I let these feelings go just for now? Because your mind will be like, no, I got to hold on to them. So you can reason with your mind and say, just for now, can I let these feelings go? Okay? So you want to get to that place where they're light enough where you can temporarily let those feelings go. Then I want you to think about, okay, what if I can have what I desire? What would be the ideal outcome that I'm going for here? You know, kind of like what's the opposite of where I'm at right now, right? So think about what you want to create, what that ideal outcome is. And I want you to close your eyes and I want you to visualize what that's going to look like. So in your mind's eye, kind of role play what that's going to look like. Okay, so start there. And then I want you to think about how you're going to feel once you get there. Are you going to feel joyful, peaceful? So think about the feelings that are showing up when you're thinking of yourself already at your end goal. Okay, so then with those new feelings, I want you to start breathing into those new feelings and start recognizing those new feelings that are there. And then I want you to start welcoming those new feelings into your being. Take those deep cleansing breaths. Focus and concentrate on those positive feelings. And continue to breathe deeply as you now accept these new feelings into your being. Okay? So keep breathing and focusing on these feelings. And then what's going to happen, and again, this can take a little bit longer, but we're going to move through it. What's going to happen is you're going to be able to move from that contraction, that contractive state where you're stuck, feeling paralyzed, not creative, very unproductive, to being able to, when you shift and focus on the positive feelings, you're going to expand your mind. All of a sudden, you're able to tap into creativity again. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to tap into your problem-solving skills. You're going to know what the next best step to take in your business will be. Maybe not the full picture, but the next best step. And once you take that step, you'll know the next best step. And then the most amazing part of this is you're going to be incredibly attractive to your ideal star clients, the people you want to work with. You're going to be incredibly attractive to opportunities that are going to support you and your goals in your business. You're going to be incredibly attractive to money showing up in your business. So we are our beliefs. So how we're feeling, again, it goes beliefs, thoughts, feelings. So how we're feeling in any given moment is how we are going to be operating. So it's really your state of being, right? So I want you to make a conscious effort on a regular basis to check in and see where you're at in terms of your state of being. Are you focusing on negative things or are you focusing on positive things? Because that will really impact the results that you're getting in your business and your life. So again, we are our beliefs. And I love this quote by Myron Golden. We don't get what we want, we get who we are. And that's so true, right? So that is my allowing process. I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment if you did. And that's how you can identify where you're at with your belief system, right? Recognize anything that's keeping you stuck, because that will prevent you ultimately from reaching your true potential and certainly sabotaging your success and preventing you from reaching your goals. So be sure to understand where you're at and then go through the allowing process to kind of work through from that negative state of being into that positive state of being. Okay? So I want you to join me tomorrow, same time, same place. We're going to be talking about how to create a healthy and empowering relationship with money. So hope to see you there or here. And if you like today's training, please share it with your friends or family members that are women entrepreneurs if you think that this may benefit them and where they're at right now. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.